Hi, Dr. Mancini here. Today, I want to talk about one thing that I always ask my patients, and that is, what is their level of stress? Now, when I ask the question, I mean it not so much what's coming at them, but more about how they're responding to their life demands. And that's a really important distinction because what's coming at us, we really can't control. I mean, we can move out of our environment, but ultimately, it's how our response is to what's coming at us. And I just want to emphasize the importance of understanding the impact of how the body responds, and that comes down to some statistics I want to touch on. According to the Occupational Health and Safety News and the National Council on Compensation of Insurance, up to 90% of all visits to primary care physicians are for stress-related complaints. So nobody ever walks in and says, my condition's due to stress. They're having a downstream effect. And some of these in the research shows it can lead to things like headaches, back pain, heart problems, upset stomach, stomach ulcers, sleep problems, tiredness, and accidents. And that's one of the biggest things we see, especially because we're treating a lot of folks that are injured on the job, is when there's a stress level that increases, their capacity to pay attention is reduced. It's distorted because their nervous system is not in a place of what I call open focus attention, seeing the bigger picture. So when you're under stress, your attention kind of narrows down, you miss a lot. So I just want to point out that 90%, that's a big number. So let's just keep that in mind. And really what I want you to do is think about how you're responding to your day, not what's coming at you. You cannot change it. Let's assume you're not going to change it. So the one thing you need to do is begin to understand how to regulate how you're responding to it. And one very powerful way is, I've said it many times, is just slowing down your breath. I mean, literally slowing down your breath. And when you slow down your breath, you get really present. And when you slow down your breath, what it does is starts to slow down the heart rate. And when it slows down the heart rate, the nervous system starts to relax. Now, when you do it, just realize it's not just going to all of a sudden open up into rainbows and everyone's going to be happy. You're just reducing the heightened state that your nervous system wants to move into when demands come at you. So if you hold, you go to your breath, you slow it down, and you move through that experience, you will come out a little better on the other side, okay? You won't make the wrong moves as much. You won't say things like, I wish I should have, I wish I could have, or I can't believe I ate that, or I did that, or I said that. If you just come back to your breath, slow it down, hold during those times when there's a little more demand coming at you and you really can't manage it, okay? So that's one thing I'm gonna recommend is hold, go to your breath, slow your breath down under high amounts of demands, and you're going to get through that a lot easier, okay? Thanks for listening.